Good morning, all of you. So there's a question we have, like a force acts on a 3-gram particle in such a way that the position of particle as a function of time is given by, where x is a meter and t is in second, the work done during the first 4 seconds. So he is given position and is asking to calculate the work done. So look at the overall, the position. So if I differentiate this, what do we get? Look at the velocity. If I differentiate this, we'll get the velocity. So I'll proceed like this: x equal to 3t minus 4t square plus t. This dx by dt. This should be equal to 3 minus 8t plus 3t square. And then this is nothing but the velocity of particle. Now he's asking what is the work done by this force during first 4 seconds. What to do with this? Only we have this, the speed of particle varies like this, we have. And at t equals 0, what is the velocity? 3 meter per second. So let's analyze. At 4 seconds, what is the speed of particles? So 3 minus 8 into 4 plus 3 into 4 square. 3 minus 8 4 ja 32. 16 3 ja 48. 48. So this will be 16. So this will become 19 meter per second. I have only this much of information. How to get the work done from this? According to work energy theorem, work done should be equal to change in kinetic energy. Work done should be equal to change in kinetic. What is the, how is the path of the particle? How do it will move? How do it, in fact, it moves? At t equals 0, it will have velocity like this. So let's just analyze the motion. So it will have v0 like this. Then uh, any instance of time at which it will come to rest. So let's put v equal to 0. So 3 minus 8t plus 3t square. I'll check it. I'll check it once. So this is the quadratic equation. So t is equal to 8 plus or minus 8 square minus 4 into 3 into 3. So this should be by 2 into 3. So we'll get the 2 times 1 8 plus or minus 64 minus 36. Anybody?
26. Root 26.
Root 26 by 6. Okay, there are 2 times are there. 1 8 plus root 26 by 6. Another is 8 minus root 26 by 6. At 2 instants of time, it will come to, it will start, okay, root 26. Let me give the value of that.
Sir, it is root 28, sir.
Sir, it's root 28.
28. Okay, 28, I'll make it. .3 will take it approximately. So 8 plus 5.3 by 6. Another is 8 minus 5.3 by 6. Okay, these are the 2 instants of time what we have. So this T1 will be 8 plus 5.3 divided by 6. 2.21. 1 second. This will be very small time will come. 8 minus
The 0.45.
0.45. Okay, these are the two instants of time at which it will come to rest here. What to do now? So will it change its direction of motion? Yes, maybe. So shall we do one thing? We'll calculate acceleration, then we'll have a force, then we are having a force as a function of time. Then shall we proceed further? So it will change at twice, it will come to rest here in between the motion. So, but according to Work-Engine theorem, so what Work-Engine theorem says, like change in kinetic energy, can we apply this? This will be much easier, no? What is V4, sorry? Apply this and check the answer. Any
So
key?
weight should be changed, convert to kilograms.
I'm not getting what you're
So
asking.
the mass of the particle should be converted into kilograms.
It should be no kilogram, no?
No, sir, he gave the answer in millijoules.
Options are in milligrams, millijoules.
Milli, no, 10 to power of minus 3 it is. Just only to study the motion. Huh? It's not like just moving along a straight line. Somewhere it will come to instantaneous rest twice between 0 to 4 seconds. Any key will match here?
528.
528. Huh? You have to check the calculation. Okay, I'm just leaving it. Verify afterwards. Huh?
528 only.
528 only.
Yes, 528.
Okay, then. This T1, T2, why I just brought it? Just to show you that in back twice it will come to rest here. Twice what happened during the 4 seconds it will come to rest. How do we can find out? Already we did in kinematics, no? That I analyzed here. Now take the next question. Diagram, I'm not giving intentionally, so you're supposed to make a guess of the diagram also. The speed of particle with respect to sphere as a function of angle theta with vertical. Okay, no. So I'll proceed like this. Huh? This is the no constant acceleration whose magnitude is equal to. So here the block is kept here. So I'm going to move this with a constant acceleration whose magnitude is equal to value of acceleration due to gravity. So A naught, which is equal to, in fact, G it is. So initially it is at rest. So this is the MS smooth sphere. MS sphere, anything you can write, you can take it. So this is moved here and the block is kept here. So initially what is the state of it? At rest. Then as I start moving it, so what is the position of this hemisphere will undergo displacement because of acceleration. And then what makes the block to slide? The pseudo force. So here, because of that, the position of block will be here. So what are the forces that are acting? Pseudo force, mg, the weight mg, normal contact. These are the forces here. So which all forces? And what is the question asked? The question asked is, by the time when with respect to sphere, the block undergoes displacement of an angle theta. Let me take here. Let the block be here. No, this is that angle theta. So what are the forces that are responsible for the displacement of block? Ma, mg, and the normal contact force N. So these are the forces that are acting. How the velocity, the speed of particle with respect to, hey, that sphere, hemisphere doesn't matter, no? Here.
Sir, but the height of the
It doesn't matter.
mass.
Wait for question. Wait. Let me complete here. Okay, fine. So this will be the thing, no? Okay, no. So this will be the speed of the block with respect to this sphere or hemisphere. Let it be that one. So now we have to calculate this particular v. Tell me, like it has undergone displacement. So this is r. So what is this distance will be? R sine theta. This distance is r cos theta. So what is height? It has descended h. So shall I apply conservation of mechanical energy? I just picked up this problem. Can I apply conservation of mechanical energy? Look at the pseudo force. So it is some sort of like external force, no? External force. So work done by it will be non-zero. Along with the weight, the pseudo force and normal contact acting. Work done by normal contact will be zero with respect to the wedge frame, or you can say with this hemisphere or sphere frame. So only what happened, what are the forces that are doing work with respect to wedge frame? The pseudo force and the weight. So can we apply conservation of mechanical energy? The answer is no. So therefore, what shall I do? I'll go for the work energy theorem. Initial kinetic energy plus work done by pseudo force, work done by weight, work done by normal contact equal to final kinetic energy. Initially, it was a test. Finally, pseudo force. What is the work done by pseudo force? MAR sine theta. How pseudo force will act? Horizontally, MAR sine theta. Work done by the gravity, mg into h. Work done by normal contact, 0. Final kinetic energy, mv square by 2. MAR sine theta mg. What is h? H should be r minus r cos theta. Solve this, you'll get expression for v. Okay, this is very important here now, pseudo force. I think the sphere or hemisphere doesn't matter. So if you want to make it that complete sphere in your notes. Fine. Just to save some space, no, I just made it hemisphere. Come for this. Power 1 later part we'll discuss. So time being, we'll focus on the only on the work one. A vertical rod of mass m is kept on a wedge of mass m. If a horizontal force effects on the wedge and the rod is constrained to move vertically after leaving the rod system, find the speeds when the wedge moves through a distance x. What are the, already I think you have come across this one, no? So what are the various forces that will be acting on the system? First, you should be aware of can you remember already? I think twice we have discussed this. So once again, in terms of work done, I'm bringing this one here. So this is the, say theta. Let me make M2 and this one let it be M1. Now this vertical walls, these are the walls which will not permit the rod to move towards right horizontally. So these are the things what you have come across. Yeah. The force F is applied here. What are the forces that will be acting? M1G, weight of this. Normal contact between them. N1 and that N1, show it here. The normal reaction N2 and the weight of this wedge M2G. Can we apply conservation of mechanical energy? The wedge moves by distance x. When this moves by distance x, what will happen to the rod? Rod will descend a distance y. Any the constant equation. So this is the inclined plane. This is a distance x. This is a distance y, and this is theta. This is theta. This will be theta. Any constant equation x and y. Y sine theta should be equal to x cos theta. Or y cos theta should be equal to x sine theta. In what direction the displacement must be equal. So as a normal reaction is zero, no? Normal contact between the rod and the wedge is non-zero. All the time the rod will be in contact with the wedge. So therefore the displacement perpendicular to incline must be equal. So therefore y sine theta, y cos theta should be equal to x sine theta. Will you agree this? So therefore we have to calculate, so x tan theta. So what is the displacement of the rod in terms of displacement of wedge? Y equal to x tan theta. Which all forces doing work? Normal contact N1, work done by N2 mg. So work done by all the forces. Initial kinetic energy, work done by normal contact, work done by the weight, work done by M2G, work done by N2 should be equal to final kinetic energy. This is the overall method here. Then initial kinetic energy, system is released from rest. Let's say work done by normal contact. How to judge this? So here component of normal reaction will act, N1 sine theta will act on the wedge, no? If you resolve this, N1 sine theta, here how much? N1 cos theta. Here n1 sine theta, and this will be n1 cos theta. I'm showing M1G like this. Look at now.
In
Work done by
in the equation, what about work done by force F, sir?
X agent is asking, no? So work done by the, I didn't write, here I'll write it. Work done by applied force equal to final kinetic energy. Okay, this much is it. So initial kinetic energy. Work done by normal contact. On the rod, it does negative work. N1 cos theta into Y. On the wedge, it does positive work. So it does negative work. N1 sine theta into, this will be X, no? Yeah. Why N1 cos theta should be negative work here? The rod is moving. So one thing, I think, how the rod will move, vertically up or down? Rod will move vertically up or down?
Down.
No, will move vertically up, no. If the wedge moves towards right, rod will move vertically up. So this should be vertically up. I'm not releasing from rest here. Some external force is applied. So here Y will come upward actually. Then the constraint equation should change here. Yes, I'll change it, no problem. So this will be theta. Then also I think things are same, no? Y cos theta equal to X sine theta. There's no problem, that one. Got it, no?
Sir, they didn't give the direction of X, sir. It can go in any direction.
X, no, to a distance X. I apply force, in what direction it will move? In the direction, the wedge will have displacement like this, no? I applied a force. See, anything. So like here we are taking like this, you know. So since I applied a force, I'll push the wedge will move towards right and the rod will move vertically up. So there won't be problem with the constraint equation. But here the problem arises, how it is moving all this thing. Now, this should be the positive. Keep it here. Work done by the weight. Work done by the weight. M1G into Y. It does negative work. Work done by M2G. 0. Work done by normal contact. I'm putting brackets also. It'll be easy for you to notice. Now, work done by applied force. F into X is equal to M Vx square. So this will be M2 Vx square plus M1 Vy square. So again, what is the problem with the Vy and Vx? Vy should be equal to Vx tan theta. Now look at the normal contact. We don't know again N1. Can you say this quantity equal to 0? N1 cos theta Y should be equal to N1 sin theta X. That must be equal to 0, the bracket term. I'll put the next step. The square bracket term will be 0. Why it will be 0? Anybody, why it is 0? So substitute this constraint equation again. Y cos theta is equal to X sin theta. Will be 0. So what are the only forces doing work here? The applied force and the weight. Substitute this and get the speed of the blocks. I think you have to be very careful here. On one side, constraint will come. Then again, you have to list out all the forces, work done by them. So this is equation 1. Solving equation 192, you'll get the required answer. Normal contact force N1 does work. Net work done by normal contact between the rod and the wedge is 0. The bracket term. Here I'm showing this. Shall I scroll down?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir,
Ah.
sir, we will get y cos theta plus x sin theta is 0, no, sir. Why
It's
are
a,
we only taking magnitude?
it's a relationship, no? The displacement perpendicular to incline must be 0. I don't know, you're thinking mathematics. It's a, there's a how displacement of wedge and the rod are related. There's the equation, no? Okay, fine.
Okay, sir.
Thinking mathematically is something so dangerous. Okay, of course, maths is needed, but you should not bring maths to kill physics. This will be very challenging for you. I'll give 5 minutes time to solve this. I'll complete the diagram. So this is the ground. Mass of the blocks are given. The system is released from rest. All of you read the question once. Read the question, and we already discussed this in the constraint equation. No? Okay, if you can remember. Wedge constraints. I'll put the diagram. See, in books you have all mass-based questions. Anybody can manage. What is there in integration and differentiation? That's why I'm just dragging you people to these ideas. After solving this, if you're interested, you can do this for rough also. Time being, let me take all the surfaces are smooth here. No. Straight away get into the first list out list out all the forces that can do work. Which all forces can do work. So first all the forces that are acting on the system. 3 minutes I'll give time, you analyze it, then I'll come into the picture.
Sir, velocity of A is 2 root 10 and B is 8 root 10 by 5.
Velocity of
A is 2 root 10, sir, and B is 8 root 10 by 5.
the wedge will be root 50 by 3. And the velocity of block will be root 20 by 3. I'll ask you a simple question. Can you apply conservation of mechanical energy?
कोठू बोले से
Can you apply conservation of mechanical energy?
yes sir, there's no external force.
You cannot apply, no. Everyone is interested getting answer rather than studying. So unless you don't show that only the weight does work, I think you're not supposed to write down the answers, no. To show that, first of all, don't give answer. If you're giving answer, you are cheating yourself. Most of you are giving answers. So without showing that network done by tension, network by normal contact, because we are not sure, no, because you see the system is connected to wall and there'll be tension force acting on the wedge. So there is some sort of external force may act, no. And you can't just go for conservation mechanical blindly. We have to verify. Because only block and wedge is there will become internal, but you see the wedge block system is connected to wall, no? So that horizontal part of string, there a tension will act. So if you're directly jumping and writing conservation of mechanical means it's a very dangerous way of dealing with the physics problem. I'm telling you this is absolutely better you call stupidity. So don't give immediate answers, at least for God's sake. Question given immediately answers. Some of you have replied it. Draw free body diagram, show the forces acting. Like previously, I did know all what are all forces acting until less work done by all the forces. That equation you write it, then you have to work out here. Okay, what all you did, come out of that, go for show, draw the free body diagram, show all the forces are acting, then how the block and wedge will move, then get into the work energy theorem and see what will happen. You have to get into the question here. You have to really work out. Already we have discussed this problem. You know the forces are acting. Okay, now get into show all the forces, work done by all the possible forces. I'll get into the problem now. Tension T. This is T. So this is about the tension force. The normal contact N1, and here it is N1. The weight MBG will act like this. Then the weight of the block MAG. Then there's a normal contact will be acting. I'm just showing it somewhere because no space, no. Somewhere at N2, I'm showing it here now. What possible direction the wedge will move?
Left.
To the left. I think naturally everyone knows this. The displacement of wedge is in this direction. XBX, I'll write it. So XW, I'll write it. Okay, this XW will write it. Displacement of block, I think symbols. Okay, Okay, displacement of block is what A, that one, XAX, XAY will take it, and the wedge, what happen, will write XW. Now, this will be moving in this direction. XR, no, displacement of block with respect to wedge along the incline. Any from constraint equation, can you write XW equal to XR from constraint equation? It is purely from constrained equation, not the displacement. How much distance the wedge will move horizontally, that much what happen, the block will move with respect to wedge along the incline. So this is from constraint equation, I'm writing it. Already we have discussed in laws of motion, I'm carrying on it. Now let's go for the work done. So here, so what we have to do, work done by the tension. So first I'll focus on the tension here. Before that, we should know the displacement of block with respect to ground along X, along Y. So along X-axis, displacement of the block with respect to wedge. XW is what? XB. Huh? So I'll write symbols. Displacement of wedge it is. Displacement of block A with respect to wedge B along X-axis should be equal to XAX minus XWX. What is XWX? XWX is nothing but equal to this one, because the wedge is moving along, only along X-axis here. This is what we know, XR. Along X-axis, how much it should be? XR cos theta. I don't know displacement of block with respect to ground along X-axis. And this will be positive, no? Anything directed towards right, only for this relative displacement, this one will be positive, and this will be negative. So XAX is equal to XW XR cos theta minus N. So what you should write? Displacement of block with respect to ground along x-axis. Similarly, what is the displacement of block with respect to ground along y-axis? So I'll go for it. YA, y displacement of block with respect to ground along y-axis. This should be equal to YA so this should be equal to XR sin theta. And the block, what happened, will have, and the wedge will not move along y-axis, no? So take this equation. So now we got this much of information. What is y? Y means vertically down. X means horizontal direction. Let's come for the work done by the tension. Look at the tension acting on the this one. T minus T cos theta. So work done by the tension on the wedge. The work done by the tension on the wedge. So first I'll calculate work done by tension on the wedge. Separately we'll calculate here. So T minus T cos theta into displacement of wedge. Keep it here. This is the thing. So work done by tension on the block. Component of tension will act along X and also along Y, no? So if you resolve this tension, so here I'll draw one diagram. There's a block A. The tension is acting here, no? So resolve this tension into two parts. This will be T cos theta. This will be T sin theta. So T cos theta into XAX. And how T sin theta? T sin theta will act perpendicular to that one, opposite to YAY, vertical displacement. So this will be T, symbols little bit confusion. Okay, let me substitute all this one. T cos theta. What is the xax? We have xr cos theta minus t sin theta. Yay will be xr sin theta. What is t cos theta? xr. Look at these values. T cos theta, xr cos theta. Here t sin theta, xr sin theta. So if I add up these two, no, is that condition okay? Displacement, what we have taken here towards right, no? Let me do one thing here. The tension, the block, we are moving, no? So that this should be negative. Huh? XR cos theta will come like this. Here you see this one. XR I took it. XW I'll take it positive. Because again it is, so this will be XAX should be equal to XW minus XR cos theta. Because I defined XW positive. Some small this one. If I towards left, if I take positive, no, towards right should be negative here. So look at the, all of you look at, I made some changes here. Y plus minus sign, the wedge will move towards left here. XR cos theta will be towards right. So therefore, these two should have opposite signs. And towards left, I'm taking positive. So I'm getting this value is this much. So here it should be XW XR cos theta XW minus, come for this one. Now, what is the next part of the problem? So further we'll simplify it. T cos theta XW, T cos square theta, TXR I'll take outside. I'll take common. So this will be cos square theta. I'll scroll up a little bit. Yeah. So this should become T cos theta XW minus TXR. The bracket term will be 1. Now, what is XW? XW should be equal to what? It should be XR, no? Anything simple. Or XR you replace with XW. Bracket.
Why, sir?
Constant equation ma here. XR equal to XW, no? Already we have assumed it. Constraint equation. So now T cos theta XW you take outside. So this should be the work done by tension on the block. This should be equal to XW you take outside, T also. T cos theta minus T into XW. Look at the work done by the tension on the wedge and work done by the tension on the block, how they are. If you take minus common, equal and opposite, no? So therefore, net work done by the tension on the wedge plus block. What you can write it now? T minus t cos theta xw. So this should be equal to how much? 0, no? This is very important. A student has to really fight with such ideas. Huh? This is very important.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, what is the direction of x-axis, sir?
Direction of
X-axis.
is a positive, no? X value I should substitute here. That will be towards left, positive only. Anything directed. See, it all depends upon here directly what point displacement of block with this of block with respect to ground along x-axis. That I brought it here. I substituted value of x.
Okay, sir.
Okay, this is about the work done by the tension. So it's not that easy. Something we have to really go to the deep into the free body diagram, workout, displacement, everything. Then we can conclude here. Okay, this is about. Let's get into now normal content. The problem is not at over. Again, we have to fight for the normal contact, work done by the normal contact. The complete description of the problem, what all we did, it's here. The conventions you have to be a little bit careful, positive, negative. If you want, I'll write it because some students will take towards right as positive. So here I took it, this as positive, fine, and downward as positive. So here rather than for displacements only. So for the work done, what happen if the force acts in the direction of displacement, work done positive. So therefore, this is you should not apply this convention for the work done. So therefore, in the diagram showing will be very dangerous. Getting this one, that's why I try to avoid. So if you want, here only it's there, no, towards left positive, towards right negative, only for displacement, not for work done. Work done, you should not give any sign. If force acts in the direction of displacement, positive, opposite to displacement, negative. Finish over. Getting the idea? No. Next part, work done by normal contact. We have to show where all normal contact force is acting on the block and on the wedge, no? So work done by normal contact, how much it is N1 sine theta into XW. Is it clear from the diagram? I'll paste this. Let's proceed here. I'll come for, so let's get into the work done by normal contact. Work done by the normal contact on the wedge, first we'll take it. On the wedge, only N1 sine theta is acting, no? N1 sine theta and into XW. So N1 sine theta into XW. Keep it this much. It's quite very easy. What about the on the block? The block will have displacement along X, along Y, no? So on the block, N1 will resolve this N1. N1 cos theta, N1 sine theta. No, N1 sine theta. How it will act opposite to displacement of the block A, no? We took XAX towards left, XW towards left, XAX towards left, and XAY downward. How the displacement of the block with respect to ground. So here I think I'll give one small diagram because you can't imagine everything. The block, you know, XAX is like this and XAY is like this. N1 sine theta is like this. N1 cos theta is like this. Now easily you can write the equation. So work done by the normal contact on the block. So minus of n1 sine theta xx. Work done n1 cos theta. Why negative signs? Why negative signs? The force n1 sine theta is acting opposite to displacement of block A with respect to ground along x-axis. Keep it here. What is xax? Xax we have brought it, no? Xw minus xr cos theta. So finally I'll end up with only n1 sine theta, remaining all cancel out. So net work done by normal contact on the block, on the wedge plus block. How much it should be? N1 sine theta xw so it has become 0, you see, finally. So it's we have to be very careful, no? So we can't take it things for granted. So definitely in advance, so they will ask you problems where you'll go wrong. So what is the net work done by the tension and normal contact acting between the block and wedge? Will be 0. Then what is the only force doing work? The gravity. So therefore decrease in potential energy, MAGH should be equal to MAVA square plus MB PB square. But what is VA? VA is the speed of the block with respect to wedge. So speed of the block with respect to ground. But we don't know speed of the block with respect to ground. How to bring that? Again, one more big trouble. So what is the thing that happening here? I just this problem I took because so almost maximum concepts are covered here. Now you see this. The wedge will have speed and we don't know. We have only speed VR. Will I agree? Now you should not write MAVR square, speed of the block A with respect to ground, but we don't know VA, what we have. And from constraint equation, VB equal to VR. Will I agree? Constrained equation it is. So can we calculate speed of A? I think we have to go for vector diagram. So what is the vector diagram shows? VB like this. This is the direction of VB bar and this is VR bar. This is the angle theta. Now I should conserve mechanical energy, no? Because only the weight is doing work. Based on what? Conservation of mechanical energy. Decrease in potential of block A equal to increase in kinetic energy of block and wedge. But we don't know VA. So again, I'll go for this VR, that one. What is VR? VR means speed of the block A with respect to B it is. So this vector diagram will come like this VR and this will be the VA. VB plus what is VR? VA minus VB. So we'll get VA, no? So what is the angle between VB and VR? Angle between VB and VA, like a VB and VR, that one, 180 minus theta. So how to calculate the speed VA? VB square plus VR square plus 2VB VR cos of 180 minus theta. And VR is equal to VB, and from the constant equation, what is VB equal to VR? So this everything will come outside. VB equal to 2 into 1 minus cos theta. Since VB equal to VR. Okay, that value of VA, now you substitute, you'll get the speed of the wedge, then speed of the block. Answers, I'll write it. Do calculation later on. Almost all concepts are included here, almost all ideas. Velocity of the block will be the velocity of the wedge. The velocity of block will be, this is the velocity of block. Velocity of the wedge will be phi 2 root 3. Okay, these are the speed of the blocks.
Sir,
Ah.
sir, once can you show our displacement convention, sir?
Displacement here, see, okay, don't write positive, negative towards this one. So for displacements, what happen? You can write it here, x, anything. Only for displacement this is. Because when you are writing work done, no, the work done positive, negative depends on what? The angle between the force and the displacement. So therefore, don't show that positive negative sign near the diagram. It's a wrong information it will be giving. So this should be the convention for displacements.
Okay, sir.
Do check later calculations you can verify later on. I'm just giving all the maximum information. So just be careful. So you should not jump directly to conservation of mechanical. All of you got this. This will be very dangerous approach for you in the advanced exam. Definitely they may ask you a problem where you need not to conservation of energy will not be conserved, mechanical will not be conserved, then that course totally will become wrong, no? I'll leave it to you. You try this one, the same concept. Can you try these things also? The same similar. I'll supply the answers later on. I'll just leave it to you. Come for this one. Here no much mathematics there. Read the question. A block of mass m is slowly hauled up hill by an external agent. The person pulls the block by a force F. External agent is the person only. That will be acting tangential to the path. Find the work done by applied force F when the block moves from A to B. Now look at the force. It will act tangentially. I'll show it at places. Everywhere it's acting tangentially. You can see the direction of force here. Are you getting no? So the direction of force will change. And here you see that when block is here. How the force is acting parallel to the surface here. So like this, I'll slowly haul up. Haul means I'm going to drag it. You take some heavy box something and try to drag it. No, that is called a hauling. H-A-U-L-I-N-G or hauled up. You have to be very careful about the words here. Now, how the frictional force will be acting? The frictional force will act tangentially everywhere. Here, frictional force, how much will be F1? Here, the frictional force F2. Here, the frictional force, let it be, say, some F. So even the frictional force, will it be a constant or variable? The frictional force that is being applied on the block, will it be acting on the block, will it be constant or variable? it will be variable, no? Then how to get the work done by the X-ray agent? So it will slowly all up from rest to rest. So what is the state of the block? Here at rest, and finally it will reach the point B and will be at rest here. Work done by the tangential force. Okay, we'll break up that path. So here, what is the frictional force? So rough diagram, I'll take it. So here the applied force, mg sine theta, the frictional force will be like this, and mg sine theta. These are the forces that will be doing work. Normal contact will be here, and this is mg cos theta. Look at the surface. So this is the surface, no? Here. This is surface here. So I'll move it through a small distance ds. So what is the displacement? Let it be small displacement ds, that one. So that ds is only what I'm showing it here. This mg cos theta, I'll remove it. Then if you draw this triangle, you'll get like this, no? ds. Let it make an angle theta, the tangent at that point. So this will be dy, this will be dx. Agree this? So no. So what is the work done by X-ray agent? Applied force, work done by applied force, initial kinetic energy. So I'll start the problem like this. Kinetic energy of the block at A, work done by applied force, work done by the friction, work done by the gravity equal to final kinetic energy. From rest to rest, it is all up. Then work done by X-ray agent. So this is what we have to calculate. Work done by friction. We'll get into picture. So this should be F into, I don't know. So therefore what I'll write, F into ds. Similarly, work done by gravity, and it does negative work. Work done by gravity. So this should be mg sine theta into ds. Why I should integrate? Anybody? Why I should integrate here? Because the mg sine theta is not constant. At different point, the value of theta will vary. So mg sine theta variable and f also variable. So I'll integrate it, this one. So let this be equal to integral of f ds plus mg sine theta into ds. What is f? F should be equal to mg cos theta. I'll show it here. n minus mg cos theta equal to 0. So in place of f, what I can write it as mu n further, this mu can take outside. N is how much? One more step, I'll write it. N cos theta ds. Mu mg you can bring outside this also. Totally, this will be mu mg cos theta ds sin theta into ds. Let's from the diagram, what is cos theta? You can write it as dx by ds, and sin theta dy by ds. So this will be mu mg. So in place of cos theta ds, what I can write? Dx. In place of sin theta ds, I'll write it as dy. So finally, when it moves from A to B, what is the net displacement? It is L. Finally, when the block moves from A to B, what is the displacement it will undergo? Equal to L, no? Yeah, I have completed that one. And similarly, when it moves from A to B, what is the y displacement? Equal to h, that one. So therefore the work done will be mg into mu L plus. Provided you should always apply force tangentially and it should be moved slowly from rest to rest. All of you, meaning of rest to rest, you take some heavy, some any bag or suitcase, something, no, you try to drag it and it's a very heavy. So you'll be moving, you'll be shifting it from rest to rest, no? So I'll scroll down. Okay, fine, yeah. We'll take the next case. If a time varying force acts something, let me give a situation of if a time varying force acts on a body, a force F acting on an object is 2t square plus 3t. And the position of particle is given by so can we calculate the work done by this force? Look at the force constant or variable. It's time varying, no? And the position of particle is given by this one. So a body is acted upon by a time varying force. I'll call like this ein, and the displacement of body is given by now another, this is just math based, so given by S bar equal to 4t minus 2. So I want the work done by this force from 0 to t. So what is the basic definition? dw is equal to integral of F bar dot ds, no? This is the definition of this. So now what is ds bar? ds bar should be equal to 4 dt. So this I'm going to substitute here. So 2t square. The forces are acting along x-axis. So that directly this will be 2t square plus 3t into this will be 4 dt. So this will be 8 t square dt. 3 4 are 12, 12 t dt. So this is a method of course we don't go for any numericals much application other, just to trouble you. Especially in the mains exam, they may ask you questions of these things. Don't go for any other kinematic approach. Find work done. There are some several ways of expressing the work done one. Okay, let's go for some very important analysis. So by this time we have come across the different types of forces, no? So let's take a situation. So let me take a block. And let me say that there's not a rigid body. Usually rigid body is an ideal. So it's not a rigid body. You can just call a body. Any body means need not be rigid. I'll apply a force F. where I applied a force F at point P1 or at point A. Then what I see that the body has not undergone displacement. The body is there here only. All these are objective questions are there in SC Verma where students are just reading and remembering, not analyzing anything. So look at the force, the same direction. I didn't change the direction also. Let me retain that direction. Look at the body. Body is a test. Now, sir, why it will be a test? Maybe the applied force is not sufficient to overcome friction. So if you want, I'll bring that friction. So static friction is acting here. The weight mg will act. Normal contact. Let me show all the forces in clear. This is mg. This is a normal contact. So look at the force here. It got displaced on the body, no? It is having a displacement how much? X. So what happened? The point of application of force. There is a displacement of point of application of force. What is the displacement of body? 0. So here, so what we have, I have given everything information in the diagram. A force F is acting on a body of mass m kept on rough surface. Then under action of the force, the body will not undergo displacement, but the point of application of force is having displacement. So what is X here now? X is the displacement of point of application of force. And what is the displacement of body? 0, no? Now I'll ask you one very good question. Work done by a force on an object, work done by a force. Are these two are same statements? Work done by a force, work done by a force on a body. They are two different things. You should not take it for granted. For a particle, they'll be same. For a body, what happened? They cannot be same. So I'll put it that one. Work done. So what is the displacement of the body? 0, no? So therefore, work done by applied force, or by a force, I'll write it because the force is being applied, no? By a force on a body is 0. For this case, don't generalize it again. Some of you want to generalize. Anything comes, you are generalizing it. Related to this situation, it is what I'm saying. Work done by a force on a body is 0. Work done by the force. I'm not asking just an work done by the force. Yes, it is non-zero. And how much it is equal to? Is non-zero. Is equal to f cos theta into x. Got this, no? Now, okay, what do you mean by work? When we do work, what actually we are doing? We are supplying energy, no? We are just supplying energy. We are supplying energy. So tell me, like, there's no displacement of the body. So there's no increase in kinetic energy of the body. So where do this work done f cos theta x gone? Where do this energy gone? Converted into thermal energy. So the best example, if you are sitting in court or you go to the kitchen platform or anything, no, try to rub your hand on that platform. Will the platform will move? Will not move. But you lost your mechanical energy, no? So where it has gone? It is converted to thermal energy, that one. It will be converted as heat. So what is work done by you on platform is 0. See, these are not theoretical. I just go to the kitchen. Kitchen, there'll be a platform, no? So try to try to push that platform. Don't push means on the surface, you like a tangentially apply force. So your hand, what happen? Will try to push the platform. Platform will not move. We know it. But there's a work done by you, because like this, if you do for 1 hour, I think you'll become tired, no? So they show that you are giving energy. Where do that energy go? Convert it to heat. So what is the reason? No, I'll say that converted as heat, not given to the not converted into kinetic energy of the object, kinetic energy of body, because body is at rest here. Converted as heat, where that heat will be on the surface here. This is what practically it happens. So definitely whenever an object comes, work done by a force and work done by a force on a body, I think two different things are there. If body at rest, the point of application of the force is having displacement, then work done by force is non-zero. By work done by the force on a body is non. Suppose you apply force where the body will move and also point of application moves. I think this can also happen, no? Second situation. The body is here. After some time, say the big question is how many of you are really interested in learning physics? This what such things will decide. Huh? Because everyone reads objective of S.C. Verma and they just remember, analyze something and go. Nobody will draw the diagram. There the learning physics, I think, will come into picture. So of course, you may get better rank in advance, no doubt. You may get even All India first rank. But where do you stand in the scientific world, God only knows. There's a very pathetic state of preparing for advance. Okay, this is a point A. Not only every student, top to bottom student nowadays are not learning. They're just only analyzing facts and going to the exam. Now look at the displacement of the block. Displacement of block, I'll call x, x1, x2. No. What about here? The theta angle remains same. Now you take notebook. You try to push that notebook by applying force at an angle. Your hand on the notebook, with respect to notebook, your hand should move and also the notebook will move. All these are not imaginary, very practical thing, unlike that one. So this, what is the body? Body can be notebook here. So what happened? The work done here, work done. What is work done? You should write work done to displace the body and also work done for the point of application of force. You see that one. A part of my work is converted as heat. Here heat will be generated. Heat is generated and a part of it is also converted into increasing contingent, and the remaining part is used to overcome the friction. So all three things are there. So in practically what will happen when we apply force on a block, on a wedge, we neglect this particular thing. So what we assume, the displacement of point of application of force is equal to displacement of the object, and we went forward. But practically what happen, we are applying force on any object, no? Even the point of application on a body also may undergo displacement. Then you have to be extra careful. In all our JE Advanced, we don't go for displacement of point of application of force when force acting on a body. Got the idea? We neglect that part. Or maybe that is very small, so we need not to bother. So they may test you any conceptual question. So what is work done by applied force here? Total should be F1 cos theta x1. What is this? Displacement. That will be heat generated. Got this? So this is displacement of the object with respect to block it is. So and here increase in kinetic energy of the and work done to overcome friction. Will be converted into this much of part here. So F1, I think you're right, F cos theta, sir. How come with respect to block, it's having a displacement x1 with respect to block. So then what is the displacement with respect to ground? I think you have to write separately. I'll write it only x. So this will be what? Heat generated. This is a kinetic energy of block. And this, you know, work done to overcome friction. This we neglect. This will be negligible. So therefore here afterwards, so negligible, you write it. That x you have to calculate. That will be relative, that one. So now this is the thing. So we do neglect this one. No, I'll write negligible. Got the idea? No. So work done by a force, work done by a force on an object are the two different things. For a particle. Next one. For a particle means very small, no? I applied a force. So this is the particle. Now, what is the displacement of point of application of force and the displacement of particle? Both are same. Both are same. So all our numericals, what we discuss, are of this kind. Are you getting now? So you can question me like, sir, there you brought the wedge and block. Practically, little bit things will be different here. So we assume that all the wedge block, everything like a particle, and we are putting here. So now, what is the displacement of point of application of force and the displacement point of force and the work done by the force on the particle and work done by the force? Both are same. So for a particle, what I can write here now? Work done by a force is equal to work done by a force on particle. So all our physics approach till now, what happened? We made like this only. Our entire physics will be, we treat everything as like a particle, then we are writing equation. But practically the second situation will happen. Able to get this one? So our approach will be of this kind. So this will be the voice not clear. Huh? All of you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Sir, sir, in the second situation, you wrote x1 to be x, sir.
No, that is a x is the displacement. I'll write it clearly. X is the displacement of point of application with respect to ground, no, because work done will be different in different frame of reference. So I can't say this is due to block frame and these two are due to like a ground frame. Are you getting? So who is writing this equation? Person on the ground. Is it okay now? Because
Yes,
work done is different in different frame of reference. I should not write x1. It should be x that one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no, this will be the basic idea of this one. Okay, somebody asked yesterday almost like a normal contact is a dissipative force. No, friction and viscous force. What do you mean by dissipative force? Once it does work, what will happen? It will not return back. The work done by it will be converted as heat. Normal contact is not a dissipative force. So is it a conservative force? No, it will come under category of so like an external force. That's why in the SC work done by conservative, non-conservative, externally brought it. Are you getting this? Say normal contact force, what happens when acts on a body? Can you apply when normal contact force, net work done by normal contact force? I'll save this one. Let's come for no a normal contact force. Sir, is it a conservative force or non-conductive force, because all non-conductive forces will call dissipative forces. So therefore, can we call normal contact? No, it's not a dissipative force. In a numerical, it will become internal. Net work done will be 0 sometimes. Net work done will be non-zero also. It all depends upon the situation. Got it idea? It's not a dissipative force. Then internal forces can do work. One more last idea, internal forces. So I'll rather than giving some theoretical things, let me give one numerical so they'll be easy for you. Already we have done this in friction chapter. Let me take that as example. This is rough. This is at rest. Now when I give velocity, so in what direction the friction will act? Towards left, no? And the friction force acting on the, so this will be the, I think that the diagram. The block, the plank will undergo displacement. The plank will be somewhere here and the block will be somewhere here. So the friction force, how it will be acting? Fk and Fk. And because of frictional force, this will accelerate. Already we have discussed this. Since there's relative motion, so still the friction will be acting. So somewhere finally, both will move with a common velocity. Then there's no relative motion, no friction will act. Can you remember this? We have discussed earlier. Now, let's calculate the final kinetic energy and compare with initial kinetic energy. Friction does negative work on the block M1, does positive work on the this one. So for a block plank system, for a system, shall I say, this is internal. The person stands here. So what it says, friction is the internal force. Fk is a, that's all, no? What will come? It is an internal force. So what is the net force acting on system? It says 0 plus Fk minus Fk. Now these internal forces, can they do work? These internal forces, can they do work? Yes. Sir, how do you can say? So we'll do one thing, initial kinetic energy, final kinetic energy. I'm just applying conservation of momentum. Initial momentum, as the net force is 0, no? So momentum will be conserved. Initial momentum equal to final momentum. Initial momentum, mu, final momentum. So what is the velocity? This finally m1 plus m2. Let's calculate the kinetic energy of this. Initial kinetic energy m1 u square by 2. Final kinetic energy m1 v square by 2, m2 v square by 2. How do you can, is it kf equal to ki? That will cross check, no. m1 plus m2 by 2. What is v? m1 u by m1 plus m2 whole square. You can see from here m1 u square by 2 m1 plus m2. Or this will be, what is the conclusion? Where do this kinetic energy has gone? The friction only. So therefore net work done by the friction equal to change in kinetic energy. So who does work here? The friction only. And they are internal forces. Sir, how you can say internal? Because if you take this is system, if you take this is the system, so it will say this is system. Plus Fk minus Fk will become internal, no? And so who did work, no? The internal forces did work. So here what we can write, initial kinetic energy plus work done by this should be equal to final kinetic energy. So internal forces, can they do work? Yes. So what is the conclusion? Therefore, internal forces can do work. I'm not saying must. Possible. You should not say the internal forces, the work done by internal forces must be zero. Need not. It need not here. S.C. Verma, every statement is one numerical. If you're reading S.C. Verma means, so how you should read? There should be one notebook and there should be the pen, and when you read one sentence or one paragraph, when you read it, one situation will be there. That situation you're supposed to assume, draw the diagram, do analysis. This was the method of using S.C. Verma book. Okay, got this. So work done by internal forces. Internal forces can do work. Fine. Now, sir, where do this energy gone? Heat generating. So where do this will be converted as heat at the interface of block and Planck. In exam, you have to be very careful when you encounter the theoretical questions. So only if you have a clarity of idea, touch it. Otherwise, don't make a guess, because the theoretical ideas maybe in other subjects may be information based, but in physics, not like that. Again, they're related to some core fundamental ideas, basic things we should analyze, then we should conclude here, not like something information based here. Okay, this is about the means here. So normal contact, the tension. So all these things will come into picture. You have to be very, very, very extra careful when you're dealing with the theoretical questions. That's what I'm trying to conclude here. Okay, let's take the one more idea. Now, if they give acceleration versus graph in some this is some VT graph. Can you say anything about the work done by the force at various this is the speed versus time graph. WOA, shall I say positive? Speed increases, kinetic changes, net work done by the forces will be positive. And there can be more than one forces acting. Some forces will be doing positive work, some will be doing negative work, but net work done will be positive. What about AB? Speed constant, kinetic energy constant, so it will be 0. What about BC? Net work done will be negative. That's why speed is decreasing. So speed increases, net work done positive, but forces acting will be doing, few will be doing positive work, negative work, net will be positive. So when they give speed versus time, so don't go for, again, say some, I don't know, some students like they'll convert this VT graph into AT graph or other thing. Thatly, work energy theorem, work done ko change in kinetic, analyze it. Yesterday we have seen displacement versus time graph, displacement versus the speed versus time graph. One more, this one. If I give acceleration versus time graph. Can we say anything about the work done? So what is the type of OA? Acceleration increases. So speed must increase. This one, no? So work done will be positive. AB is what? Uniform acceleration speed will increase. So AB, net work done positive. What about BC? Acceleration decreases. So let it be, the speed will be increasing. What difference? So AT graph comes, acceleration decreases, work done negative, acceleration increases, work done positive, acceleration constant, work done zero, wrong thing. Whenever a body, what do you mean by acceleration? Acceleration means rate of change of speed is what acceleration. Acceleration increasing or decreasing or remains constant. The speed of object will be increasing. So you should be bothered about acceleration or retardation. Retardation means speed decreases. BC is not retardation. BC is again acceleration. So there's a AT graph. So next one more, the VX graph will take it. There's a speed versus position, OA, B. How can you say anything work done? Speed increases, work done positive. Speed decreases, work done negative. But sir, position is there. So look at only the speed. If it is a AX graph, acceleration versus, please do analyze. These are very important. What about the work done? Please analyze all this and go for exam. It's very important. So this is the acceleration, I'll write it. And this is X is position. X or S, anything you can write it. No. Can you say anything about the work done in various regions? Initially, let kinetic energy be, acceleration increases. So WOA and WOA should be positive, net work done. WAB should also be positive. What about BO? Go back to kinematics. What do area under this curve will indicate? A little bit OB, CD. What do this area? So B to C, what is the, A will change the direction, no? The A will change the direction. So because of this, what can happen? Speed increases or decreases? Speed of the object in the region BC. So you do one thing from O to B. What is area under AX graph? Will give V square, no? Something corresponding to speed only, it will come root of V square minus U square by 2. V square minus U square by 2 should be equal to area under the curve. So area under AX graph should be V square minus U square by 2. Initial velocity let be 0. So this will become V square by 2, only that much. So if you want the speed, what you should write here? V should be equal to under root of U square plus 2 times of area. So I think, can you remember this formula? So under root of this, so altogether the area will be, root of area will be proportional to the speed here. No? Look at these two areas. Are they having any role? So this one area, this one blue color triangle you see, OAB, and next you see this yellow color one. Now what do these areas will indicate? This will be positive, no? Here what happened to BC? BC speed, we have to put negative. So the speed start decreasing, no? So if you look at the overall motion, it'll happen like this, huh? VB greater than VA greater than VO. VC less than VB. Again, VD will be less than VC. So here the object for a yellow color graph, it will undergo retardation. Blue color graph, it will undergo acceleration. So speed increases. So here this will be negative, no? So work done for the path BC should be negative. Work done for the path CD will be negative. Retardation means speed decreases, that's all. So you should work out all the possible graphs, kinematics, all the graphs you try to analyze. What about the work done? Fine. So this is one basic way of learning about the work done. So do revise all the concepts and go for the exam. Theoretical ideas also very important. Good number of questions can be asked. For assignment today afternoon, I'll send the key for all that 1, 2, 3. Today afternoon, I'll upload the key. Okay, all of you. I'll stop the class. Only related to this week's syllabus, you work out, no? Why total? You know what is examination syllabus? Read that much only, finish over. Okay, all of you. Thank you very much. We'll meet again next class.
Thank you, sir.
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 Thank you.
Okay, thank you all of you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
see you. Take care.
Bye, sir.